One song that I have been thinking about a lot recently is Rainbow Connection, sung by Kermit the Frog on banjo in the Muppets movie. It was from the
Why are
70s.
there so many songs about
Yeah,
rainbows?
that one.
That song, yeah, there's
It's actually a very simple but very beautiful song, and it's if you actually, the way I interpret it is that if you replace all the words rainbow in the song with life, then it makes you think about the life's journey and everyone seeking meaning of life. And it's a song that makes you ponder.
For mine, I can't possibly pick one song. A long time ago, I was a musician, a full-time musician. I could never pick one song. Not then, not now. But I can pick my favorite CD. My favorite CD is Sgt. Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Band by the Beatles, because there's so much variety in it, and I think that shows a good sample of pretty much all the styles of instrumentation and music, and it's just a great sample of the art of music as it was produced by the human race.
I don't really want to stop the show, but I thought you might like to know that the singer's gonna sing the song.
We met on Match.com.
We met on Mandy.
And this was like in 2007.
Yeah, 10 years ago. So our first date was Sunday brunch.
Sunday brunch, and David picked a good place because I happened to really like the brunch
I knew
there.
the way to her heart was through her stomach.
But I don't think it was love at first sight, though. I think it was more that, oh, he's, I don't hate this person, that's good. Because most of the first dates that I went on on Match.com, you could tell immediately within a few seconds of meeting the other person that it was not going to work out. And
Yeah, but hate's a really harsh word. I didn't hate anybody, but I could tell that it wasn't a good fit. So that's how we first met, and then my first business, Teachers to Go, which I still have, was taking off, and so Mandy started helping me with that, and we started working together, and we've been working together ever since.
Mm-hmm.
I started Teachers to Go. Well, I was the first teacher to go, but we started with one teacher, and then my schedule was so full that I was referring. I spent all my time referring teachers to people, and then I wanted to get paid for that. So then I brought teachers in, and we went from, I think, 3 teachers the first year to now we have over 1,000 teachers on our roster. Yes, we have a not-for-profit group called the Houston Language Partners, and the idea there is that we bring people together, we make matches between people to promote language exchange. So the idea is, I'll teach you English if you teach me Spanish, or I'll teach you Chinese if you teach me Italian. You know, help me learn your native language, I'll help you practice my native language. Well, last night, over 170 people registered to come to one of our speed friending events with the public library. The speed friending events are just what they sound like, right? You get a name tag, it says, I speak this, and I'm learning this, and you sit across from someone for a few minutes, then you sit across from someone else, then you sit across from someone else. And even if it's not a direct fit, you still get practice, a little bit of practice with what a language exchange would be like, what it's like to teach somebody a little bit about your language. Of course, we'll get calls from people who can't afford that service. And I kept thinking, you know, particularly with languages, you don't necessarily need, if you can't afford a teacher, you don't necessarily need to spend $85 or $35, whatever it is, to get a professional to help you, as much as you might need someone who really knows the language to work with you and practice with you. And at least that's something that anyone could afford if it's free. So that's where the idea came from. It was bothering me that all these folks were calling, and sometimes we couldn't help them. But I knew there was somebody somewhere that could help them. At no cost if they were also interested in their language, and that was where that came about. And then we started expanding that to all subjects. The idea is that, you know, maybe I can't help you because you don't want to learn English, but maybe you want to learn piano, and you have what I want to learn. So it increases your chances once you look at all the subjects.
And that's what learn&go is about.
And that's what learn&go is about. So learn&go is like the language partners, only it's for all subjects, and it's worldwide. And we have over 30,000 users in pretty much every country in the world. I always remember that it's not about weathering the storm, it's about learning to dance in the rain. And that's how I like to think of it. you can be doing just nothing, or you can be doing a crazy amount of stuff, but you've got to find a way to love and enjoy what you do and the experience that brings. Rather than thinking, okay, if I can just get through this and get to the next thing. Well, you're never going to get through this. There's always going to be something else. So I think really the secret to life is figuring out how to enjoy it no matter what it is.
It's wonderful to be here. It's certainly a thrill.